Hey, everybody. Big guy back with you again. I've been getting some questions on the website, Facebook, different things that we put out information on and talk about our band, and been kind of getting questions about who's in the band, which it's on our website, by the way, www.bigguymusic.com. But I want to tell you a little bit about the guys. And everybody wants to know, are you booking already? Yeah, we are booking right now, and we're booking shows all over the Midwest currently. There may be some other stuff going on through my record company, which is GAC Records Nashville. And it just feels amazing to have a record deal. It's just great. I've got the best folks pushing my career. Beverly Jenkins, my promoter and manager with BGJ Promotions, and also she handles the promotions for GAC Records Nashville. She's a legend, definitely. And another legend that owns and is the CEO of GAC Records Nashville is Mr. Leon Everett. And I don't, you could just Google him. That's all I got to say. He's got 9 gold albums with RCA. Just absolutely great country and gospel singer. So he's actually back in the mix. In the 80s, he was in the top of the top. I think he had 11 in a row that single releases that all hit the top 10, some even number 1. And so what a run he had. Well, he's back at it pretty much. And he's charting heavy. So got a golden voice, and he's a great leader. So I'm excited to be on the team, that's for sure. So I want to talk about my band, Big Guy and the Mob. Big Guy and the Mob. And basically, this is my touring band. They are all what I would call studio cats. They're amazing players, 40, 50 years experience on some of them. And we'll start out right now with Lee Stites. Lee is the drummer. He also plays harmonica, does backing vocals, great voice. He could be a lead singer in any band, basically. And he was born in San Gabriel, California, hails from Springfield area now. And he's been in a lot of great bands and does a lot of different genres, but he's really dialed into my originals right now, loves them. So Lee is a guy that's keeping the beat in the band right now. And then over on lead guitar, we got Carlos Akers, and on his bio, I'm just looking at his bio down here while I'm doing this. It says, get ready to get your faces melted. It's true. He's a music teacher. He plays guitar, mandolin, bass, some backing vocals. He's from St. Louis originally. He was in Perfunctory, this band, Black Queen, an old band that I was in with him, Father Hank and the Hammerheads. And he, just shreds it. So he's also helps with the leading the way on the band and what key we're in and where we're going. And, Lee does a lot of that too from the drums. So Carlos is a shredder, no doubt. And then on rhythm guitar and some vocals is Carl Long. Carl was born in Gainesville, Florida, spent a lot of time in Hawaii. He's a surfer. We finally grabbed him off the waves, drug him over to America. Like Hawaii's not America. It isn't to me, I guess. Too far away. I've been in every state in the United States except Hawaii. And I know a lot of you have been there. And I've been in every province in Canada. And I had used to do a lot of business, child safety business in Canada. And I've been in Canada 26 times in 2 years, back in like 2012 to 14. Did a lot of business there, had a lot of fun. Been in every province. I've been to Newfoundland. I did a thing there in Newfoundland where you become a honorary Newfoundlander, and you have to drink 2 shots of what's like their white lightnings called Screech. And then you have to make a speech. So I'm not too shy, so I made a speech and drank my 2 things of Screech. And then you have to kiss the codfish, and they want to blindfold you. And I said, big guy doesn't roll with blindfolds. That's not happening. Y'all take another shot of that Screech. I don't drink anymore, but, back then I said, I'll take another one of them, but, not rolling with the blindfold. So because I was setting up a free child safety center in their community in Newfoundland, they gave me a pass on that, and they brought out an actual codfish and made me kiss it. That's how you become a Newfoundlander. But I was afraid what they were going to make me kiss, Anyway, I digress. So anyway, we drug Carl Long back from the Hawaii shores, and he's been in bands, a bunch of different bands, Nasty Habits, Little Wing. He started playing piano at 8, guitar at 17, and he's a smooth rhythm and good vocal help for us too. And then we've got on bass is Jonathan Dark. Jonathan has been around with a lot of different bands. Strange Nature, Sleeping Dogs, big band, love them. Ultraviolet, Brandy Christian, Rock School, that he's still working on a project with them. And also he's got a couple other projects going. He's always busy. Bass guitar, keys, and vocals too. So he likes all different genres. He's, a Bob Marley fan. We just got a very diverse group, but I've got them all countryed up. They're ready and they love my songs. And that makes me feel great because they want more originals, more originals. And, we got some tasty covers too. We've got some, but not a lot of. And the goal is I want to play my originals. And they're just working their tail off on those. And right now where I'm at on originals, I have 5 that have been produced, a 6th that I just did all the tracks over the weekend in Bloomington at Eclipse Studios with Eric Nelson. And that one will debut this Friday. And I can't wait for that to come out. So that'll be my 6th single to debut. And that'll debut on www.soundwave1radio.com, an international streaming station that is pretty cool. So they've done my debuts before. So looking forward to that. And so I have 6 5 they've already got. They've got them. They're all down. We're ready to play them live. They're good to go, which is cool. And then the 6th one, I just going to feed into them. And then I've got 5 others that I just handed the band that I've completed. And they've not been produced totally yet, but I've written the music, and they're ready to play. So they're going to work on those and knock those out. So I would say within short order, we'll have 15 to 20 originals. I have 22 written and done. It's just a matter of getting into the studio, A, time to do that, which I usually can find, but B, the cash. So, if I had a backer, then it would be different. And I know a couple of guys that got people paying for every track they go into and I'm not begging here, by the way, at all. I won't take anything from anybody. So anyway, that's that. And so these guys are all Pro Series. They're all ready to go. And we've got some good stuff coming up. So keep your eye out for my new songs that are coming out. You can find out more. You can listen to the tracks right now on www.bigguymusic.com. And all the tracks are in there. At least 5 of them are. The 6th one will be in here in the next couple of days. And you can listen to those tracks, see what you think. I just posted recently the pictures and the bios of all the band members. So that's on there under Big Guy and the Mob Band. You can click that. If you want to hear the tracks, click the music tab. Pretty simple to go through. It's got a bio on me, which some of it's scary and some of it's, coming around. I have a new nickname, and you'll see that on there. Those of you who know me, I have had an interesting past, to say the least, and, never been jailed or anything yet, but I, never backed down from a challenge. Let's put it that way. I've done a lot of business stuff. And for the last 20 some years, I was an international child safety advocate, worked 4 of those years with America's Most Wanted. And the bottom line is I don't take a step backwards, and I don't like bad guys at all. I just don't deal with it. And I don't like anybody that hurts kids. And I have, raised 4 kids myself, and I have safeguarded over 1.8 million kids in North America. Free. And I was able to do that with some amazing sponsors, just amazing all across North America. So again, thanks to them, I had an amazing career, and I actually decided to retire about 10 months ago, and my music career has just taken off. One, I think I've worked on my voice. I think my songs are good. I hope you guys think they're good or great. And I have the backing of an amazing team with Beverly Jenkins as my manager and promoter, with BGJ Promotions. And I was lucky enough in May to be asked to come aboard as a singer and a artist for GAC Records Nashville. So having a record deal is starting to really zoom for me. The difference between the two, this is what I was told by Beverly. When you have a promoter, they promote your tracks, your music. They try to get you heard, get radio stations interested in playing you, stuff like that. Well, that worked pretty well because I have 2 songs right now that are in the top 100 on Cashbox charts. And there's only 2 charts that mean anything to artists. And I don't mean anything against anybody who has a chart out there, but it's either, if you're going to get famous, you're going to be on Cashbox charts or you're going to be on Billboard. And that's just kind of the way it works. So I've got 2 right now that are on Cashbox charts. So that's a pretty good thing. If you look at the Cashbox country charts, I don't think there's too many people. There may be one or two others that have more than one. And there's thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands that have none. So I've been blessed and I've just got great management. And then the other side to that is once you get a record deal, which I did in May, the Beverly explained to me, now she's my manager because she also does all the work for the record label too and all the promotion. And she said, now my job is to make you famous. That's it. So I've got her in both of those areas now. And my job is to get my band on the road, get playing some gigs, have some merchandise to sell that you guys are just dying to buy. My new nickname is, by the way, you'll see it on, if you go to my website, www.bigguymusic.com, you'll see that my new nickname is the teddy bear with the booming voice. So thanks so much for that, Leon. And he was part to do with that. And so was Beverly. So, and they wanted to change my image a little bit because, I'm a ex-scrapper and, tossed a few out of the bar over the days and, just had an interesting background. I had played in a lot of biker bars and proud of it, man. My bikers are my brothers, So, but, I've tamed down my music a little bit and I've got some stuff that's really starting to resonate with people. So from now on, I guess it's teddy bear. So I'm going to buy into it. So we'll be selling teddy bears at the shows, which I can't believe, but it's cool. And I've got a new, my first real album coming out in the next month or so. So that's going to be cool. And if you want to, again, listen to my tracks, find out anything else about the band or what I'm up to, www.bigguymusic.com. Thank you all for your support. I appreciate you so much. Talk with you soon.